So you've probably seen me use this tool to create the network simulations that I've been creating so far. And I want you to also have the same thing where you can be able to practice without having to actually buy these things. You don't need to buy 4 computers, buy a switch, buy a router for you to be able to practice how to do networking, At least unaweza kuwa na this simulation which can really help you get to learn and get to understand these basic concepts, and also just get you excited creating your own networks manze, and like seeing how things work and how it really works. And also like kuna simulation button hapa chini yenye like inakusaidia play through it ndio uweze kuona the way packets are being transmitted, what is happening on the network, all that stuff, all that good stuff. So this tool is called Cisco Packet Tracer, and it's a free tool. And the way you get it actually is like this. I just want you to go on your browser and then type Cisco Skills for All, like that. Cisco Skills for All, yeah? And then just press enter. Select this first one. Hii ya kwanza hii Cisco Network Academy, whatever that word netacad.com. Yes, that one. netacad.com. There we go. And then you click login over here. If you have your Gmail account already logged into your computer, unaweza click hapa na uclick the Gmail account na already utakosha create an account that fast. But otherwise, just come down here. Do you have an account? I don't have an account. So, you don't have an account. I have one. But anyway, just click sign up. Come select your country. Of course, hapa hivi tunakuja tunasema Kenya. Sisi watoto wa Kenya. Anyway, alafu state. Tunajua state yetu ni pale Nairobi. Wapi Nairobi? Nairobi City. And then the year you were born. Manze, chagua the year you were born. Man, I'm just gonna pick some random stuff. I'll just pick like 2000 and something, because I know probably most of you are born around that time. Month. Pick a month. Maybe ni October, baby. Mtoto wa October. Alafu una press continue. Hapa unakuja unaandika jina yako. So my first name is NRCK. My last name is AGESA. I guess I'm tech, actually. Anyway, and then my email is whatever email. So, blah, blah, blah. So let's say example at gmail.com. Man, hata siwezi type. gmail.com. Do your sasa. Please write your email. I'm just not writing my email over here because, select a strong password. Please create a nice password, 12 to 16 characters long. But yeah, so whatever to. I'm just gonna guess. I'm pressing everything, man. It's not gonna match, of course. But once you're done, click create an account, and just like that, you would have created an account. All right. Once you create that account, I want you to come to this search place, this search for courses and articles. I want you to sign up for a course yenye it's free and it has a certificate. So first, let's find that course first. Nataka uandike networking basics. So networking basics course ndio hiyo unaichagua hapa. And then once you've already selected the networking basics course, you can come and, of course, it will have something about registering. It's just that I'm not using it's just that I've not signed in, but itakuwa na something about registering. Yenye utakuja unaweza click, sign up, see it's a free course, almost just like 22 hours. It's a matter of how fast you learn. It has 13 labs that you will use Cisco Packet Tracer to do them. So you're going to learn a lot. It's beginner, it's self-paced. Isn't it utaenda kulearn, utalearn like communication in the world, in a connected world, networking components, wireless and mobile networks, building a home network. Kuna two mini exams in there. Not so crazy, manze, because if you just read this, you can do those exams very, very nicely. You'll learn more about networking, the internet protocols, IPv4, all this stuff, all the sweet stuff, network segmentation, dynamic addressing with DHCP. Easy zote bado tutalearn kwa my course, but it's just better. You know, some people just learn better by reading by themselves. Some of us, mimi will learn better by watching tutorials and just like doing things by myself, you know. So you just need to understand how you are at learning things. So kawe ni mtu wa kusoma, go read this stuff. You will pick a lot. Na pia hata kawe si mtu wa kusoma, please go do this stuff, because it will still really help you. Like, there are some things that mean a brush over, but I want to go a bit deeper, so you will be able to understand them really nicely. Gateways, nini, the ARP process, routing between networks, angalia hizo vitu zote, the sweet stuff, TCP, UDP, application layer, networking tools, and then kuna checkpoint exam protocols, alafu kuna hii exam ya mwisho sasa, ile yenye sasa unafanya sasa, it's like 50 questions, yeah, very easy, by the way, very easy. Kama umesoma hii course yote unapita tu. Anyway, this one is networking basic course final exams. Ukiingia ndani utafanya hizo maswali zenye wanauliza huko, and then ukishamaliza you will get a certificate like that, you know, you'll get that certificate. And I feel like kama hujafanya degree in computer na hujafanya, as in like maybe hauna any other course, hauna any other thing ya kuonyesha like employers that at least manze you are into this and you are dedicated and you want to go into like the field of IT, na huko ndio penye unataka kuenda kabisa, na umekuwa ukifanya all your labs, umekuwa ukipractice, umewaka on your CV, at least this is something at least tu ya kuonyesha like, you know, I'm in here, I know a bit about networking, so it's not like ati nitafika hapo alafu nianze kufloat, unajua. So yeah, just get that certificate, it's free, get it, don't wait for anything else, you know. Anyway, once you're done registering for that course, you don't need to start the classes right now. You can start them any other time at your free time, but if you want to start now, go right ahead. Sasa now ukishamalizana na hiyo, kuna hii documentation yenye nimecreate huku yenye inakuonyesha ku-install packet tracer. So kuna hii link up, I'll put it in the description below, so you can actually just click on that link directly. Yeah, here we go. Click on that link, itakuleta hapa. You need to have an account. So you see it says please log in to download the resources. I'm just going to show you what to click and download once you are logged in. Download this one, Packet Tracer 8.22 Windows 64-bit. Probably by the time maybe you're watching this video, wanaweza kuwa release a latest Packet Tracer. So just download the Windows 64-bit kama you're using Windows. If you're using Mac, please download the Mac one. If you're using Linux like Ubuntu, please download your. And then after you've downloaded it, uta-click the application yenye umedownload. Utaenda kwa downloads, uclick that application, alafu itakuonyesha this will be the first thing yenye ita pop up. Accept and agree. Just click on the accept and agree to the license agreement, and then click next. And then after you've clicked next, itakuleta hapa, and then you can just continue clicking next. So next, and then Cisco Packet Tracer itakuleta hapa tena, just click next. Itakuuliza kama you wanna create a desktop shortcut. If you want it, select it. If you don't want it, don't select it. But I prefer like having it on the desktop so that it's just easier to access, you know. So having it there, and then click next. Ready to install, click install. Launch Packet Tracer, launch it. Why are you not launching it? Would you like to run multi-user when this is just asking you like if you wanna have this application in a way that everyone else on the PC can also be able to use it. That's what I think. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But yeah, mainly click yes. Hapa when it asks you like Windows security, do you want to allow public and private network access to this application? I mean, it's a matter of what you want to do, man. I don't know. I just decided to pick private because I feel like I don't want Packet Tracer to be connecting to weird stuff when I'm in a public network, probably like a Wi-Fi. Probably like a hotel network. Maybe niko hapo Starbucks. Everyone can see it. Like when I'm on a public network, I just don't want it to be connecting to things when I'm on a public network. And then you click private, then nika click allow, and that worked. Now once you're done, it'll launch na itakuuliza like you wanna sign in. The way you wanna sign in is you wanna sign in to skills for all. So uta click your skills for all, and then once you click your skills for all, uta sign in using the account that you created on Netcard. Remember that account that you created out here? That's the one that you're going to use to sign in. All right? Once you're signed in, let's talk about what happens when you're signed in. I'm going to open a new file right now. Do you want to save changes on this network? Yes. That's gone and gone. Sawa. So when once you've opened Packet Tracer, it's going to look like this. Very clean, very nice. It can allow you to connect to things. Kuna hapa hivi ni the logical part yenye una drag computers and nini, and then physical part hapa hivi ina try kuonyesha like your whole thing, like the metropolitan area network. So hata ikisema hata hapa home city, kiona home city ini place yenye sasa una network yako iko hii logical connection. Anyway, not so important. You can learn more about Packet Tracer if you want to go down that road to really understand that stuff. But me, what I'm focused on right now is like kuna vitu zinaitwa network devices na kuna vitu zinaitwa end devices na kuna cables hizi connections. Sawa. So that's what what we'll be using mostly. So network devices ni kama the router, the switch, the modem, things like that. They're like network devices. And then end devices ni vitu zenye saa zina connect to the network, like your computer, your laptop, your phone, Network devices pia AP iko hapa, nilikuwa nimesahau kusema AP, which is access point, iko kwa network devices. Hapa kwa endpoint ndio hizo phone nini, vitu zenye zina connect to the network, alright? And then hizi hapa hizi connections hizi ni cables. Hizi ni cables zenye tunatumia kuconnect, so kama ethernet, coaxial, serial, fiber, all those things, all that good stuff, za cable networking hapo. So for example, let's say when I usually want to start building a network, of course I know I want to start from a local area network. So what is in my local area network that allows communication of computers on a local area network? Ding ding ding, of course it's a switch. So I'll have my switch, I'll just pick. So nikikuja hapa unaona nilichagua network devices, I clicked that, ikanionyesha ndio hizi network devices zangu: routers, switch, hubs, wireless devices. Hapa sasa ndio sasa zile hizo ma APs, wireless controls zenye zinakusaidia connect to the wifi. And then kuna kitu hapa hivi security, hapa kuna firewall na all that stuff, so tutalearn later. And then kuna one emulator, like wide area network emulator. So me, I start here, like I click on my switch, so I click switches, and then switches. Hapa kuna a lot of switches manze, kuna different kind of switches. Hapa kuna layer 3 switches, tutalearn what a layer 3 switch is. Kuna hizo layer 2, the normal switches zenye sasa tuta connect. Most of the time mimi naza pick like this 2960 ama 2950T. So let's say like that one. This is a Cisco 2960. And then the next thing nitakuja nichague nini? Nitakuja kwanza nichague like, let's go back here. I'll select my end devices. So end devices nimekuja nimeclick end devices. Nachagua hii ya kwanza, end devices hapa. What do I take? I kinda take like my PC. Let's say nataka a PC like that. Hiyo ni desktop PC. Let's say I want a laptop. Kuna server, if I want a server. We'll learn more about what a server is. Kuna printer, you see all that stuff, all that good stuff. Kuna voice over IP devices. Hizo ni zile simu zenye zinatumia internet kuongea. You will learn more about that. Kuna tablets, kuna TV, kuna smartphone, kuna a lot of things over here that you can actually get to choose and put on your network. But for now, like, I just want the simple stuff. I'm gonna just remove this. I'm gonna remove this server. We'll use servers later, so just delete. Then click even this laptop. I'm gonna remove the laptop. So violently click delete, uliona ilinipa X. If I click anything, it's gonna delete that thing. So if I wanna go back to my arrows, I mean like my mouse pointer, yeah, I just come here and click up here. I click that thing. Alrighty. So probably I just want like a PC like that, another PC like this, a printer right there. That's cool. I'll have that. And then I'll come to my cables over here. Easy the connections. I'll come and pick this copper straight through. This is the one that, this is the Ethernet cable. Alright, yenye tumekuwa tukiona ile ya yellow, ile yenye tulikuwa tuna connect ya vitu. So and then I'll come here, I'll connect it to my Ethernet port, first Ethernet 0 port. Boom. And then I'll come here and then I click the switch here. I'll connect it to the first Ethernet 0. So this switch iko na unaona hizi ports, hizi zote ni ports. Hizi ni 24 ports, 25, 26. So probably 26 ports. I'm gonna pick the first port. So hii iko kwa port 1. Then nikuje nichague another copper straight through. Ni click hapa first Ethernet 0, ni click kwa switch, ni connect kwa the second port 2. And then hii printer yangu nataka kuweka kwa port 3. So I'll pick another copper straight through which is an Ethernet cable. Sawa. And then click connect it to this Ethernet port first 0, come to my switch, connect it to Ethernet port 3, switch. That's the thing. Alright, so these ones are all on the same network, but they cannot communicate outside their network. So this is my LAN over here. What else I could do is I could come back to network devices, come to routers, pick a router. Probably I usually like picking this one, 1841. This one, I drop it there. And then I want to create another network on this other side. Okay, first things first, let's just connect this cable. Let's go to connections and then connect the copper straight through from this side. Itaenda kwa port 4 probably, alafu nikuje ni connect kwa first Ethernet port 0 kwa router on that side. Poa. And then I come back down here. I pick other network devices. Probably I'm picking another computer. I'm trying to create another network on this other side. So I'll pick like 2 computers, let's say. Something like that. Or let me even add a third one. There we go. And then I'll just come here, take my switch, boom. Pick my favorite switch. Let's use 2950T now, this one. Alright, and then I'll come to my cables right there. I'll pick my copper straight through. I'll connect this one to first Ethernet 0. I'll connect it here to first Ethernet 1 on the switch. I'll take this other one, I'll connect it to first Ethernet 0 on the computer. And then over here, I'll connect it to first Ethernet 02. So that's port 2 on the switch. And then I'll take this one, I'll connect it to the computer, first Ethernet 0. Hiyo ni Ethernet network interface card kama nakumbuka. And then I'll connect it to my switch. And then I'll put it to first Ethernet 3. Like that. Alright, and then maybe I can move this router somewhere there. And then I'll take another copper straight through cable, boom. And then I'll connect it this here. And then I'll connect that one down there. Evo. Now what we have over here is 2 networks. One on that side, one on this other side. Now, before we even start communicating, before we even start talking, we need to configure some things. So like we need to set IP addresses for these devices. Kwanza I pick a network address that I wanna use. So like over here mi nitatumia 192.168.1.0. Hiyo ndio itakuwa my network address for this network. Nitasema /24, meaning I can have 254 computers on that network. So this PC0 nataka kuipea IP address, lakini nitaipea ikuwe number 2 kwa hiyo IP. So nitakuja hapa, nitakuja ni double click hii PC, double click that PC. kwanza kitu ya kwanza yenye itakuleta itafungua kama iko hii place inaitwa physical. So nita hover to just over like this, nikuja hapa kwa desktop, ni click Pompeyam, and then nikisha click nikuja hapa kwa IP configuration. This is where we come and set our IPs. So nikuja hapo ni click that, ni make sure iko kwa hii static IP hapa hivi kwa hii static. Sometimes unaweza ipata iko hapa kwa DHCP. We will learn more about DHCP later, but sasa tunatumia static. So static tunakuja hapa tunaandika, tulisema hii itakuwa 192.168.0.2 like that. Just do that, click down here, /24. I'm not gonna get into this kabisa because this is subnetting, and I feel like if I get into this, it's a lot of math and some of you might end up running away from this class. But just know this, /24 ndio tuweze kuwa na 254 devices on the network. Hii kitu inaitwa subnet mask inafaa ikuwe 255.255.255.0. sawa, take it as the gospel truth, run with it. sawa. So all of them, all these computers hapa zinafaa zikuwe na hii subnet mask itakuwa the same, yani itakuwa the same for all the computers, na pia the network address itakuwa the same, itakuwa 192.168.0. actually I had said 1, but anyway acha tutuende na 0. so itakuwa .0 alafu the number of the PC that you want. So let's go and put an IP address for this second PC. Double click it, go to desktop, IP configuration. Hapa hivi nitaipea 192.168.0.3. That's my third PC. Nikuja hapa chini ni make sure my subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Then ni close hiyo. And then nikuja kwa printer yangu. Printer inahitaji pia IP address. So nikisha kuja hapa kwa printer, nikuja hapa kwa config. Sasa kwa printer kwa sababu unajua ina desktop, so printer ni different. Ilikuwa kwa physical, nitachagua config, nikuja hapa static. Hapa static nikuja niipe 192.168.0. So iko 4, yes, 4. That is the IP address hapa. I'm wondering why it doesn't have a subnet mask, but it's cool. No subnet mask. All right. Oh, that's V6. Okay, yeah. So like that. Now something else we need to also just do that. Let's kwanza finish with this side. We need to also put an IP address for this Ethernet port on this side of the router, kwa sababu tunakumbuka this is one network by itself. That is one network and this is another network, and router ni kama mlango, inaitwa gateway, si ndio? Hiyo ndio ina allow tuweze communicate both sides. Sasa unaona iko red, inamaanisha hakuna kitu hata inaweza go through here because hatuja configure. So double click on your router, kuja hapa kwa config, kuja hapa kwa hii ni fast Ethernet 0. Naona hapa. So click that. Utaona IP configuration. So since this side tunatumia, acha kwanza niandike hapa hivi nje kwanza hizi vitu. Since this side tunatumia, this is our network address 192.168.0.0. Since this side tunatumia hii, inamaanisha that in the network address yenye kwa hii side, inamaanisha hapa hivi nitaipea 1 kwa sababu nataka hii ikuwe like my first device kwa network. So ini device 1, then 2, 3, then 4. Naona vile inaenda. Let me kwanza just label all the let's finish with the router first. Sitaki kuwapoteza. Sawa, ndio hiyo. So double click router, nikakuja hapa kwa config. Ilikuwa kwa physical, so nikakuja kwa config kwanza, and then nikatremka hapa chini nikachagua fast Ethernet 00. Boom. Nikai-click, and then nikakuja hapa kwa IP configuration. Hapa nataka kuipea address 192.168.0.1. Hiyo ndio address yangu ya router on that side. And then subnet mask nilisema tuna make sure iko 255.255.255.0. Poa. And then with the router inafaa to turn on kwa sababu the ethernet adapter right now is off. So inafaa tukai turn on. So ukiangalia tu hapa juu unaona hapa imeandika port status iko off. Sasa una click tu, boom, ina turn on. Sawa? Na ukiangalia utaona ndio ina turn on. The colors zinaanza kuchange. Kila kitu itakuwa green on this side. Alright? While that is happening, I want you to just come up here. Chagua hii kitu. Hii inakaka karatasi hii. Inaitwa place note. Hiyo, chagua, come up hivi down. Nataka uandike hii IP address. IP address ya hii ndi kwetu rahisi kuzipata. Sindio? So this is 192.168.0.2. This is that one. And then hii next ni 192.168.0.3. And then printer yetu ni 192.168.0.4. like that. This one's down here. Just move it up kidogo. So I also want to put the IP address for this other side. Na ndio hii 192.168.0.1. Hiyo ndio IP address ya router yetu on this Ethernet card yenye ina face this network. Sawa? Aya, let's deal with this other network. So probably this other network, because tunataka ikuwe very different, as in like ndio at least tuonyesha hiyo distinction ya the IP addresses. So I'll come here and I'll take this place note. Nime click and then nikuja hapa, ni click, niandike this is the network address on this side, nataka ikuwe 10.10.0.0. So that will be our network address on this other side. So 10.10.0.0 na ile side ni 192.0.0. Our first address inafaa iende hapa, like meaning hii side ya router yenye ina face this network itakuwa na IP address ya 10.10.0.1. That's what we want to put in here, sindio? Na tulisema tukitaka kuchange IP kwa router tunaendaje? Tuna double click the router itself. Aya, this time imefungua kwa config. Kama ikifungua na inakaa hivi hapa hivi, unajua I just have to click for config. Boom, ukisha click config, this time tuna deal na fast Ethernet 01, like the other network interface card on this router. Sindio? Iko kwa port 1. Port 0 tulieka IP address already na tukai turn on. Na hiyo port 0 ilikuwa na face this side. Sasa tunataka kudeal na port 1 yenye kwa router. So port 1 hapa hivi tutakuja tunaipea IP configuration ya 10.10.0.1. And then itakupea kitu kama hii. Unaona subnet mask imeandika 255, but nilisema nataka tutumie subnet mask fulani yenye ni 255.255.255.0. That is what I want you to write there. And then ukuja hapa hivi unaona imeandika port status. Ikiwa iko ticked on, so inamaanisha iko off. So turn it on, click that. Boom. And just like that, you can see ime change from red and your color ina change. Anyway, while this one is still configuring, nataka tuanze kuandika easy IP addresses za hizi computer zingine. So just click here, double click, unaona imefungua kwa physical. Nataka uende hapa hivi juu penye kuna hii stuff, click this desktop. Boom. And then IP configuration. Boom, bam. Make sure iko kwa static, ndio? And then nataka ukuja hapa hivi chini uandike IP address. IP address ya hii side nataka tuweke hii kwe, kama router ilikuwa 1, so hii itakuwa 2. So ni 10.10.0.2. Our subnet mask staki ka hivi. Subnet mask nilisema nataka ikuwe 255.255.255.0. what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna copy paste. I'm just gonna copy this because nimechoka kuitype all the time. So nime highlight and then nikafinya Control C kwa keyboard yangu. Boom. Aya, nitakuja kwa hii PC ingine. Ni double click, niende kwa desktop, niende IP configuration, niipe 10.10.0.3. Yeah, I think it's the third device, so ni .3. Alafu hapa hivi kwa subnet mask ni highlight kila kitu, ni paste ile subnet mask nilikuwa nimesha copy. Then hii PC ya mwisho ndio hapa. Ni double click, nikuja kwa desktop, IP configuration, hapa niipe 10.10.0.4. Yes. And then hapa kwa subnet mask nitoe subnet mask yenye iko hapa, ni paste ile subnet mask yangu 255.255.255.0. Then you close that one. Now, whatever is happening right now, this network is live. It's on fire. Anyway, I wanna first, unachiki kama vile huku nilieka all this, nilikuwa naeka the IP addresses chini ndio iko rahisi tu kusoma nitsenye nataka kuping kitu. So nataka kuweka the same on this other side. So nitachukua hii placeholder hapa, then nikuje hapa. Router yetu IP address yake ilikuwa 10.10.0.1, si ndio? Niache hivyo. Haya, nikuje tena hapa chini placeholder, kuje kwa ingine hapa ilikuwa 10.10.0.2 I believe. Then hapa ilikuwa 10.10.0.3 and then ya mwisho ilikuwa 10.10.0.4. Yo, kama umefika that far I'm just moving these things. If you've reached this far in this class, now umeandika hizi vitu zote, kwanza jipigie makofi. Literally, you just created a network with actually 2 networks, you know? Ini one local area network on this side, na this is another local area network on this other side. Na umeweka router in between them. That means, this network can now work. This network, we could try and do something. So, inaweza ping this printer. Like, so let's say unataka kuprint, mtu amekaa hapa, anataka kuprint to this printer. Tutaenda tu kwa hii. Right now, since it's not like we can literally print since we're doing a simulation. Kama ingekuwa kwa a real live network na hizo computers ni real na tumeziweka, ukiprint, of course ita print kwa sababu the network is working, the network is live, you know. But nataka to test network, na nakumbuka tulikuwa tutumia ile command inaitwa ping, si ndio? So ping, let's ping this printer. So double click your computer this time, turudi back to the desktop, and then nataka ukuje uchague this command prompt. Boom, command prompt. Nataka to ping hii IP address 192.168.0.4. That's what we want to ping. So ping, P-I-N-G, then iseme 192.168.0.4. Then you press enter. Okay, sawa. So all the requests have timed out, meaning there's a problem. Something is not happening somewhere. So let's try and troubleshoot that. Let's come back here. Let's just look. Let's just confirm that all our IP addresses are set nicely. So that's the static 162. Our IP addresses are set 192.168.0.3. Then what's happening? Probably the printer. There must be something. The printer is not on or something. Is this thing on? You know, I'm gonna try and okay. Now you see, I found the problem. So the problem was this. I don't know where I wrote this thing. So see, I wrote this IP address nilieka at a wrong place. I put it at a wrong place. I put it, inasema default gateway DNS server. Please remove it from here. So cut that. And then nataka ukuje hapa. Unaona kwa hii first Ethernet 0. Yeah, I messed up. This first Ethernet 0, this is the one that I want you to click on. So click on that. And then just come here. Write. Nilicopy. So minda paste too. But you can write it down kama ukopy. Ni 192.168.0.4. Alright? And then our subnet mask. Unajua by the way nilikuwa nachangaa mbona sikuandika subnet mask when it came to the printer. But anyway, it's cool. So our subnet mask ndio hii 255.255.255.0. Make sure it's like that. And then you can now close out of that. So now we want to ping the printer again from our PC over here, 192.168.0.2. So just click on it and then kuja kwa command prompt kama kawa kama dawa. Aya, this is what we are focusing on right now. Tuandike ping, that is PING. Our printer, its IP address, its internal IP address is 192.168.0.4. And then press enter. Yay! Now it's working. Now you can see. The network is on. Woo. It's on fire. Even like from the same PC, I want us to ping this 192.168.0.3. So ping that one. Ping 192.168.0.3 and then press enter. That's 3, yeah? Okay, yeah. You can see reply from that. Naona sent 4 packets, 4 received, none lost. That means this local area network over here, it's alive and it's on fire and everyone can talk. They can talk, whatever. Even if you are hosting, probably if you had an app over here, like Instagram or something, just hosting something, a chat room, yenye watu wanaweza ongea. Maybe you have something, a Discord server over here where people can talk. They can just talk. It will be okay. They don't even need to connect to the internet. They can just talk by themselves. Aya. Hebu tuangalie pia this other side to make sure that everything is just running smoothly, right? So nataka tukuje kwa hii 10.10.0.2 na nataka tu ping 10.10.0.4. That's what we're gonna ping. So command prompt, go there, ping 10.10.0.4 and then press enter. This should work. Yes. All right, that is good. See, everything is coming back. Okay. We also want to see that if this other computer is online, if this other computer is alive, the 10.10.0.3. So let's do it. So ping 10.10.0.3. Press enter. And there we go. And you can see everything is also alive and kicking over on this other side. So even they can communicate and do things, whatever they want to do. But one last thing. So before I do this one, this computer right now still cannot communicate to this other computer on this other side, even though tumeweka router hapa. This is because hatujaambia hii computer in case the IP address is not on our local area network. Hatujaiambia where to go. Hatujaiambia, by the way, usipopata hii kitu kwa our local area network, hebu jaribu pale kwa mlango, hebu toka nje ya mlango, alafu uende uangalie huko nje, you know? So our router is the door, sindio? Tumeconfigure router iko poa, it's running and stuff, but hizi computers hazijui penye hiyo mlango iko. Right now, hizo ziko kwa building, zina vibe, communication, watu wanachapa story. Msee akitaka kutoka, akitaka kwenda kuongelesha mtu mwingine nje, hajui penye mlango iko. So we need to also configure, we need to write the gateway. Tunaambia hii computer, but then ukitaka kutoka nje, mlango iko pale, so usipotee huku ndani, go towards that door. Alright, so unatuma information outside. So tutakuja hapa kwa hii PC, tunaona kwanza, first things first, hebu shikanisha kwanza your gateway IP like for each network. So on this network yetu ni 10.10.0.1, sindio? So tutakuja hapa kwa hii PC, to double click and then turudi kwa hii IP configuration. Alright, and then kwa IP configuration this time now, sasa nataka tuangalie hii field yenye inaitwa default gateway. So default gateway ni ndio sasa tunajaribu kuambia our PC, by the way, mlango iko kwa hii IP address. This is where the door is. If you wanna send a packet outside, please use this door. Sawa. So unaona sahi kama sahi currently 0.0.0. So that means manze hakuna kitu yote yenye kwa hii network inaitwa 0.0.0. So like we need to give it the correct IP, which is 10.10.0.1. I repeat, this IP address is the IP address of the router that is facing our local area network on this side. Okay? Sawa. So once I give it that one, boom, iko sawa. I need to do this for all the computers on this side, not only this computer. So I'm going to copy this. So I left clicked, nika hold, nika highlight, nika click Control C, nime copy. And then I come to this other PC. I double click on the PC. I go to IP configuration, default gateway right there. As you can see, I should even zoom in so that you guys see better. So what I'll do again is I'll hold down my left mouse button, I'll highlight, and then I'll paste my IP address right there. Yeah, router. Ndio tunaambia go to this door. This is the way outside. Hapo sawa. And then tena nikuja tena kwa hii PC ya mwisho. Boom. Ni double tap. Ni kuja hapa kwa IP configuration. Hapa nita highlight and then ni paste my router IP. The router IP yenye na face this side of this network. Sawa. Alright. Haya, hiyo tushamalizana na hii network. Hasa tunakuja side ingine. Huku tunafanya the exact same thing. Tukiangalia our router IP on this side. Sasa ile mlango yenye on this side ni gani? Ni 192.168.0.1. So tutaenda kwa hii PC. To double click. Tukuje hapa kwa IP configuration. Tuangalie default gateway tena. Tuseme sasa tunataka kuipoint to the right door, because otherwise hizi zimepotea. Hizi zenye ziko huko at least site tushaziambia penye mlango iko, so they know where the door is, the router is in short. But these ones on this other side zimepotea, so we need to guide them. Tunakuja hapa default gateway, tuna copy the IP address of the router that is facing this side of the network, alright, the left side of the network, and that is tunakuja tunaandika 192.168.0.1. that is the gateway. And then now you can just like highlight, left click and highlight, and then select the whole thing, and then just do Control C. You've copied it. We're gonna do that for all the other computers though. So just come here to this computer, double click it, IP configuration, click that one. Come to default gateway, just click that one, and then copy paste that right there. Tumecopy, tumeweka the IP of the router, sindio, over there, and tuweze kuguide those computers towards the door. Woo! And then finally, let's see if our printer actually requires that. I don't think our printer... it actually does. It's right there. Let's see. Huku iko sawa. This is nimekuja kwa fast ethernet 0. Naka iko sawa. Hapa viko settings. Naona default gateway. Bruv, I don't know. Let's see if this actually works, but probably yeah, because you know sometimes by the way unakuanga in a different department. Maybe sayo uko kwa department, like let's say this is sales and that is HR. Na sometimes unaweza print from sales kwa printer ya HR, sindio? So that means like, yeah, you have to, the printer also needs to know what the default gateway is. It needs to know where the door is, where it wants to go to that other network, sindio? So now here we go. I'm gonna paste the default gateway here. That is the router's IP address, the one that's facing this network. So I'm gonna paste it right there. All right, and then that's coolio. Right now we can actually communicate. The whole network can communicate. This PC over here can even ping this PC over here because of the router. Then so itakuwa inatoka hapa inagonga switch inaangalia kuna computer kama hii hapa hivi kweli. Hapana, acha niisukume kwa gateway. So inaisukuma kwa hii mlango, and then router inasema wewe umetoka huku, unataka kwenda kwa unatafuta IP address inaitwa 10.10.0.3. Of course it's not on this network, then iko on this other side of the network, because this side of the network ni unaona ni 10.10.0.1. so like inajua hiyo network ingine iko on this side, ni kama daraja. So nikaa tu unavuka daraja, something like that. Let's try and do that. So let's say jamaa ako hapa, huyu 10.10.0.4 ako hapa. Hii department ni sales, anataka kuprint kwa printer ya HR. Yeah, what Kenya anafanya ni nini? So like tunatry kuangalia kai connection ina work. So atakuja click bam, click hapo, to click hapa kwa command prompt, tuseme ping, ping. What are we pinging? 192.168.0.4. That's what we're pinging. So space 192.168.0.4, and then tuseme enter if you dare. I think the first one is gonna get timed out because bado network inachangamka, alafu unaona sasa alafu the rest inaanza kupick up. Yes, so ni hivyo. The first one inakuwa timed out because the first time you're doing this, like network haijai communicate, haijai vuka hiyo border kufika that other side. That first one is like bado room kwani hiyo door iko wapi, inapotea kidogo, and then once imepata ina realize so it's here. So right now if I do it again, if I do the same command again, ping 192.168.0.4, utaona the first one will not time out. Everything will just come back clean. So you see right now everything is coming back clean. No packets were lost. So that's the same thing. As in, this simply means that all these computers can now communicate. Like literally, hata hii inaweza ping hii hapa. Yani hii network yote iko pamoja na wanaweza communicate vizuri. So if you've reached that far, manze, congratulations to you, as in, because you have just made your first network, and this is actually a very complex one. I mean, complex one in a way, because tume separate the networks na tumepeana different IP addresses. So it's not like very beginner, like day one network, but manze, you're doing it, you're killing it. So just be so proud of yourself. Continue having the same kind of motivation. Tutaendelea kulearn more about networking na hata tuanze sasa kurealize like how do hackers get to start attacking these networks, as in like ni nini wana find aje these loopholes, because you really need to understand networking. You really need to understand how data moves from one place to the other, ndio uweze kujua like loopholes, like ni nini unazafanya like kujaribu ku get your way out of things. Na sasa ukilearn pia vile hacker anafikiria, that's how you will know how to secure your network. All right, so till next time, keep on playing with Packet Tracer. Drag some computers over there, try and connect, try and put the IP addresses, try and like see if things are pinging, if everything is working. Just do this thing over again, try it by yourself, see if everything is working. But until next time, like, share, subscribe, and peace.